come to push and pop instruction, generally if I want to store something inside the memory, I'm going to use a push instruction. If I want to retry from that, I'm going looking for the pop instruction. So for that case, for example, this is my memory. I'll take this is my memory. So remember, so this memory having the stack pointer, always my stack pointer is pointed to the top position here only. This is my stack pointer. Okay. Next, so push instructions. How we are getting the how to write the push instruction format. Remember, this is push push. So I want to push something to the memory. So something means I have a data. That data I need to push inside the memory. So that data usually I need to take inside my register. For example, so in order to represent my push instruction, we are going to use a flower braces. Remember, and this flower braces under that I'm going to take an or not. So first initially I'm going to take an, so by using the instruction I'm going to maintain some value or not is equal to hash of some value. For example, I have a data it is 4. The 4 it is initially there in my R naught register. This R naught value I need to push inside the memory. So once push it will come to an existence. Usually what will happen? See, my stack pointer always it is pointed to the top memory address, highest memory address. So once push it will come to an existence. So the stack pointer it will be decremented. First it will be decremented. So for example, present here means it will be decremented and pointed to this point, and whatever the data is there are not top 4, that data it will be copied to here. So I'll get the value here it is 4. Okay. Again, if you have a push instruction, second data whatever there is it will be stored in the memory. Again, this process it will be continued. Remember one thing: if push will come to an existence, the stack pointer usually present at the top of the memory. Once push come to an existence, stack pointer it will be decremented. So and then data it will be stored. Suppose pop instruction come to an existence. It is a pop. Pop of, for example, I'll take some other register R2. That time initially R2 register value is 0. Pop instruction will come to an existence. First, wherever the stack pointer is pointed, that value it will be copied to my register here. Later, stack pointer it is incremented. Incremented means stack pointer move to here. So this is the top address what I'm going to take. So remember, push come to an existence, stack pointer it will be decremented and data it will be stored. Next pop, first it will copy the data to the register, later stack pointer it is incremented. So within a small program, I will demonstrate how it is working this push and pop instruction. Okay, let's move on to the Keil Microvision. Just open the Keil Microvision. So I already create a project. You already know the procedure how to create the project and how to get. So I'll modify in this program only. Okay, just I'll delete this one. Okay, just create the open the project. Close first you okay. I'll demonstrate that one also. First close the project previous project. Next go to project, new micro project. So give one name. So I'll give just a class 6. I'll give 6 already is there. I'll give 7. Product save. And I'm going to use a target port. It is LPC 1768. Just click on this. So it is RM32-bit Cortex M3 port. We just select and give OK. Startup file yes. Overwriting yes. Now you can see in the project window you have a check mark. Just click on this plus. Next it is plus. You can see this is my startup file. Just double click on this startup file. Okay. So what are the lines I need to edit? What is the line numbers? Yes, 127 we need to make. Yes, 129 and 130 and okay, just do that process. 272 make it comment, 273 also. just make a comment. Save. After saving, you need to create the program. Just right click, new items to the group, ASM file. So I'll give the name this program 7, and so here onwards I can start my program. So how to start? What is the first line? So I want to define the area. First give one tab space. I'll use area. So I need to give a name for this one. So I'll give just it is uh, so basic. I'll give basic. Any name you can give your wish. Basic 7p. I'll give 7p. So after that you need give one name. After that I need to define the memory. In order to define the memory, generally we're looking for a code memory. So it is a code. Next comma read only. Next second line. What is second line? Yeah, I'll go for entry. Next line it is export space double underscore main, and next you need to take left corner double underscore main. Okay, here onwards you can write the program. Okay, in order to explain my push and pop instruction, initially I'm going to use some register, the register having some values. In order to get that, I'll go for an instruction that is move. So I'll store some value in my R0 register, R0 comma hash of 4. So move R1 register, I'll store some value 5. Move R2 register, after one value it is 6. So remember, R0 register 4 I'm loading, R1 5, R2 it is 6. So once you done this process, so now I want to push this data inside the memory. If I want to push this data inside the memory means, so just I'll go for instruction push. USH push space. You need to use curly brace or flower brace, generally what we call. So inside that you need to copy R0. Next push space R1. Similarly push space R2. Okay. Next, these are the instruction I'm going to use. After pushing, I'll do some operation. For example, I'll do addition R3 by taking the values of R1 and R2. I'll do some operation. So once operation is everything is over, I want to get back that register values. So to my register, okay. So, but I'm going to get back the stored. You already stored some R0, R1, R2 value inside the memory. So I'll pop in, get back the data from the memory with the different registers. I'll take different register. If you want, you can use the same register. Data it will be overlap. In order to show the difference, I'll take it on some other registers. Okay, I'll take pop instruction. It is also same format pop. I'll take it some other register. Let's take the register. It is R4. Next pop. I'll go for with R5. Next pop. I'll go with the R7. Okay. So this is the thing. What is the instructions? What I'm going to use after popping. So next, I'll just stop the process. NOP and end. Okay. This I'll save my program. Build target. I'll get 0 errors and 0 warnings. Once you got, then go for debug process. Okay. Now we'll analyze. First, generally we're looking for step over. For this explanation, because I want to see line by line, so I'll go step on one line. Just click on this one. First, you can see. So today I'll show one more window. Suppose what is the address? Suppose this instruction was executing means. So I want to know the address of this one, and I want to know the address of this instruction. I want to know the address of this instruction. If I want to know, you have a display window. You can check it out on the top. Just you get down. You can see first instruction R0, 4. If you want to see the address of this, you can check it out. So this is the thing. Move R0, 04. The address of this instruction is 0000100. So it is the address of next instruction. Move R1, 5. So move R1, 5 having the address of it is 104. Similarly, next instruction move R2, 6. R2, 6 having the address of it is 108. So these are the addresses. So 100, 104, 108. Similarly, the push instruction having the address it is 10C. These are the instruction. Okay. Now I'll go for an execution. See this green color indicate this instruction was executed, already executed. Next, this arrow mark what you have, this is the indication of next instruction. It will be executed. So if you want to see the next instruction, next execution, for example, this instruction was executing now, R0, 4, R0 value store the value is 4. So I already told that when come to theory, my program counter storing the values of next executable instruction address. So now R0, 4 it is executed, right? But next instruction it is R1, 5. What is the address of R1, 5? You can see it is 104. So this is the address of next instruction, and you can see my program counter register number 15. It store the value it is 104. Remember, so if move R0, 4 is executing means next instruction address usually my program counter it is having it is address it is 104. Okay, so once you got this 104, next I'll execute this instruction also. You can check it out. Now we can see it is executed. Next instruction address it is 108. So this is the address of R2, 06. So next instruction. Now once again it is executed. What is the address of this one? What is the program counter next value? 108 it is over. Next push R0. So what is the address you have? So 10C. Now we can see my program counter it will be update the value it is 10C. So it will be updated. So that time you can see 4, 5, 6 it will be stored in my R0, R1, R2 values. Now carefully you see that I am looking for push instruction. That time you observe my stack pointer. The stack pointer right now it is present at the address it is 1000,200. Okay, so in order to get if I want to show clearly the values, I'll take the memory window. You just take the memory window. For clear explanation, what I'll do, I'll give some address. So this address only. So you can see 0 x of how many zeros, 1 followed by address it is stack pointer address. You just see the stack pointer address. What is the value now? So 1 followed by 4 zeros. 1 2 3 4 followed by 200 you have. So I'll give some less values also. What I'll give? So less values means I'll give uh, 1 is 0 I'll give. I'll explain. Just change to unsigned integer. I'll just adjust this one. So remember my stack pointer it is right now it is pointed to this address 1000,200. So 1000,200. This is the address. It is right now it is pointed. What my system will understanding. So up to here data it is filled. So remember here what you are showing the memory window. So the above if you are moving means this it will be decremented value. See 200 it's 1FC, 1F8, F4, F0, F6 are decremented values. And if you go with these cases are incremented values 204, 208, 20C, 210 are incremented value. So just now my stack pointer is presented to 100200. Next push instruction come to an existence. Now you can see I want to push this data inside the memory. But what I told on push it will come to an existence. My stack pointer it will be decremented. If it is decremented means what is the value you are expecting? Stack pointer. Yeah, I want 1FC. Parallelly, I want to push the R0 value inside the memory. So R0 value what you have here it is 4. 4 I need to push inside this memory address, 1FC address. Just check it out. You can see it will be decremented my stack pointer and the 4 it is pushed inside the memory and you can see stack pointer it is decremented. It is 1FC. Clear about this one? Again, I'm going to use push instruction. Now stack pointer is present at 1FC. Again, push instruction come to an existence. What is the stack pointer address? This address. Here only you can see it will be again it will be decremented. It will move to here. I'll get 1F8 and what is the value you'll get? Push of R1. Yes, just check it out. I'll get 5. Similarly, again I'm doing the push instruction. So again it will be decremented. F8 become it is. So next value it is F4 and it will be store the value where it is. So it become F4 and store the value to 6. So once you did the push operation, so what I'm doing some arithmetic operation I'm doing just addition of R1 and R2. No need if you want directly you can pop it, but for a simple explanation I'm doing this R1 and R2. So R1 value already taken the value here according to this 5 and R2 it is 6. 5 plus 6 what is the value? 11 means R3 value. So I want to get R3 value as B. You can see P it will be stored. So after that, so you already push everything inside the memory, but my stack pointer, if you're doing some operation, will not be changed. It not be updated. Right now, my stack pointer present here only. Now, again, I'm looking for pop instruction. If I go for a pop instruction, so the stack pointer it will be first it will be copy the content to register wherever stack pointer it is there. That content it will be copied to my register. Later my stack pointer it is incremented. So incremented. Okay, just check it out. I'll go for R4. Now you can see stack pointer it is present at the address it is 1F4. Now first I need to copy the 1F4 content that is 6. 6 I need to copy to what register you're telling R4 register. R4 register it is 0 is there. 6 I need to come to R4 register. Check it out. See 6 it will come to here. My stack pointer is incremented. You can see F4 become it is F8. Color you can differentiate. It is green color. Okay, now similarly just tell me R5. What is the value of R5? Pop of R5. Yes, I'll get it is 5 because this 5 will come to here and this stack pointer again it will be decremented. You can see stack pointer it will become it is next it is 1FC, 1F stack pointer it is decremented and R5 it will be updated. Similarly R6, R7 I'm using now. Okay, R7 when I'll get the value 4. So in this way, I can push the data inside the memory and later I can pop the data from the memory. Clear about this one? I'm going to use a two instruction. One it is just I'm modifying push LR and pop PC. So why I'm going to use this one? So push LR means what? Yeah. So if you LR push LR means whatever the link register, usually my link register it will be store the return address. That return address I need to push inside the memory. And pop PC means because program counter having the next instruction execution, so program counter should have the address. So in this program I'll show just how to push and how to get the PC. So just I'll save the program, build target. Okay, just I'll go for an execution, normal process. R0 value it is 4, R1 it is 5, R2 value it is 6. So remember the next instruction addresses you should have. Next, push of LR. So link register having some value. So it is some value you have. This value I am pushing inside the memory. Just check it out. So here we are not going to bother about what is the address because I'm not going to use BL instruction tree, but I'm explaining the how it is working. So link register it is FFF is there. So push instruction if you do LR means this value it will be pushed inside the memory first. Later R0 value it will be pushed 4. Next it will be 5. Next it will be push your R2 value. So now we can see previous case it will be stop here F4 only. Now this case it will go up to F1. Still it will be decremented. If you use many number of push instruction, it will do that process. Next, after that I'll do some operation. So 5 plus 6 I'll get B. Next I'll pop the data. So my stack pointer right now present in F0 only. I'll do decrementing. So pop operation. I'll pop R4. Next R5. Next R6. Sorry R7. Next we'll go see pop of PC. Right now, so whatever the value is there, so my link register value you already pushed, right? That value usually I'll take it on to my PC. So how to get? You can see my program counter will be updated. It will need to be updated. The value it is that value, but it will go back because of some reset conditions. It will go back. So clearly I'll show that how it will be executed with on BL instruction. So I'll do small modification of that. But just I'm doing the modification. Move R1 comma 4, R2 comma 5. I'm using on BL instruction BL FU1. FU1 it's a label of my subroutine subprogram. So I'm doing some operation R1, R2, R3. After that, the result what I'm getting, I need to store inside the some other resistors. Okay, for example, I'll just take move R4 comma R3. Okay, this is my instruction, but here parallelly I'll do two instruction I'm going to use. One it is push my link register, and I'm going to use pop PC. Okay, so after that no operation, contained it. So this instruction just running. Okay, just save, build target. Okay, now you observe. Just I'll go for line instruction. So move R1 comma 4. R1 register right now it is 0. So R1 it will be update the value it is 4. Second instruction R2 it is 5. Is R2 it is 5. Okay. Now carefully observe that R2 it is 5 and the next instruction it is BL function. So it is BL function, it will come to an existence. So in theory I already told that. So if you have a program, this is my main program. For example, this is my main program. If BL come to an existence or call function it will come to an existence, branch loop. So BL is nothing but branch link. What it is telling, so if branch link to it is, for example here I'm going to take on the label it is FU1. After that you have some instructions. So what I need to do, if this instruction will come to an existence, so we need to jump from this position for this position to somewhere wherever label is there fu1, you go to that position and execute the sub program. Okay, after completion of this one you need to come back and you need to execute this one. That is the intention. But remember, when BL come to an existence, usually my program counter it is having the next executable address. So BL come to an existence, program counter value it will be copied to link register. This link register usually it is having the next executable instruction address, this address. So this address it will be stored in my link register. Next to program counter it will be updated. The address of subroutine first instruction, this address it will be updated to my program counter. Okay, remember this is my main program. If PL come to an existence, the next instruction address it will be updated to the link register because link register it is having the return address and program counter it will be update the value of next this value. We'll check it out. So how it will be executed. See these two instructions already executed. Now I want this is my next instruction after BL function. So I want to know what is the address of this one. You can see the address of this instruction, you can see it is 10C, move R4, R3. One thing I'll tell, so this value, this address, suppose if it is storing inside the memory, it will add 1 for the last LSB byte and it will be stored. Okay, one popping, it will be subtracted by and it will be stored. I will show that. So for example, here address it is 10C is there. So this 10C plus 1 it will go to my link register. Once this will come to a picture, so that thing you should remember. And next what I told that the subroutine first instruction, what is the address you have, you can see. So push instruction, you can see address it is 10E is there. So this is the address of this one. We'll check it out how it is executed. See my link register, its update the value is 10010D because my cursor it is moving to here. You can see my program counter it is update the address of this one 10E. Next instruction I need to execute this one, push LR, the address of that one it is 10E. Similarly my link register it will copy the next instruction address. This address I already told that is 10C plus 1, it will be add plus 1 and it will be stored in my link register. Okay, after doing this, next what I am doing, this address I need to push inside the memory. Inside the memory means that's why I'm going to use instruction push of LR. So right now my stack pointer you can see it is there 1000200 right now in this position only. Okay, so now I'll go for push instruction means stack pointer it will be decremented from this position to this position. It will decrement it and you need to store the value. You can check it out. So stack pointer will be decremented. First I'm return address. That return address it is there in my it is 10D. That 10D data we are going to push inside the memory. So I'm pushing. After that what I'm doing some arithmetic operation. So R1 comma R2 I'm doing. Just I'll do R1 comma R2. So I'll get the value as you can see 5 plus 4 I'll get the 9 value. 9 I'm going to store in my R3 register. After that, so because I want to, okay, we are doing the operation, so you can write n number of instruction, not an issue, will execute. After that I'll go for pop to PC because program counter only having, I need to come back to here this position because I need to copy R3 value to R4. If I want to come back to here, so what I need to do, program counter should have the address of this instruction. So address of this instruction means already told that it is 10C plus D, it already stored in the memory. So right now my stack pointer is pointed to this position only. So I need to get the data out. So if you want to go for program counter pop instruction, so what it will do, so wherever the stack pointer it is present, right now stack pointer is pointed at 1FC, this position, this data it will be copied to given register. What is the register given? It is program counter register. So it will copy to here. So while copying, I already told that, so it will be subtracted by 1 and it will be copied. So 10d minus of 1 means 10c, because 10c only it is address of this instruction, you can see. So it will be updated 10c. So 10c it will be updated. Now we can see cursor automatically after this instruction it will move to here, and R3 content what you have, it is 9 it will be moved to R4. You can see the content it will be moved to R4. So I'm getting the result, it is here. So in this way, remember, once BL instruction come to a picture, the program counter initial value it will be updated, copied to link register, the link register having the next executable instruction address. Next, once next program counter it will be updated the subroutine, the subprogram first instruction address. Later it will be execute all the instruction. Once pop it will come to a picture. The return address it will be copied to my program counter. So based on that it will come back to here and it will be store the results. Clear about this one?